It is Sunday, November 12th. Just a quick update before I go home on what's in the shop. Tools being moved, vehicles being moved. My 79 FXS I brought up from my parents' house, that's inside. Probably the same car since I last took a video. Honda CBR out of storage, brought up here. It's a fun little bike. There's an area of the building that I did not feature in the last video. It's rented to a plumber. He's got a fair amount of space in the building. He's been here a long time. But I did manage to get, this is his shop, but my recently acquired Coleman, it's a 120 gallon, 10 horse, 3-phase air compressor down that ramp without issue and tucked under the staircase here. Need to run some electrical for it. And then obviously the air lines. So it is 3-phase. The building does have 3-phase. Nothing is 3-phase from a load perspective now. That conduit did serve a 3-phase panel in the past, so it will have one again. So I can tie in some 3-phase loads to that. Above the ceiling is where I'm going to be building out a wood shop, and I do have some 3-phase tools, so that'll be a 100 amp 3-phase sub panel will serve all those loads. As far as automotive tools, what's been brought over, I'll take a walk down there to the main part of the shop. Again, I'm still getting used to this whole YouTube thing, and filming, and I'll get a real camera at some point. But I did buy a bunch of these, quote, industrial steel shelves from Home Depot. I think the jury is still out as to whether the value is there for what these cost, but I did set up this rack and put probably half of my service manuals that I have on there. Some car parts starting to accumulate on some of the existing shelves that came with the building. Down in here, yesterday this was the scene of an attempted install of a 4-post lift that is 1/4 to a 1/2 inch too wide to come through this door as the carriage lays horizontally on a friend's flatbed. So we need to contend with that. Either it's going to have to get rigged upright to come in and clear this door, or we're going to have to break down the carriage further than it's broken down and bring it in kind of piecemeal. The idea was to set it up over here where it's just going to squeeze between that bathroom and that lally column there and kind of be able to store a car above and one below. We're toying with other ideas, putting it in a bay next door, but again, that belongs to the plumber, so we can't really do that at this point. Welders have made their way over, TIG and the MIG, and I've started to move some of my tools. Horizontal bandsaw for the cheap off the Facebook Marketplace. Needs a little electrical repair on the motor, but it does run. Some of my other shop equipment I've started lugging from the old shop and some from home. AC stuff, the legendary Brannick strut machine, various oil flush and transmission flush tools, and stuff for use on a lift. But everything's heavy, everything's obnoxious, everything requires a lift gate or a trailer. So if you're a heavy duty auto enthusiast like I am, pick a spot and stick to it, don't move. It's a total pain, but more to come, more to feature. We'll take a tour next time. I think of the wood shop that I'm going to set up. I've got the table saw moved in, which was no small task. The radial arm saw is set up there. I think the next thing I'm going to lug in as far as that goes is my shaper, which is rather heavy like everything, but I'll get that moved in. And just start, before I run any electrical or any of the dust collection stuff up there, I'll kind of just place all the equipment and get a feel for the position of it and make sure that it's where I want to keep it, because I don't want to do this again. But that's all. A lot of progress over the week as I've had time, mostly not had time, but as I've had time to bring some stuff over, I've done that, trying to empty out the old shop that I have and either rent that or do something with it. But some of my automotive electrical stuff, license plate collection, migrating over, your typical stuff. My goal here is to be far more organized than I ever was, now that there is ample space. That's the biggest problem that I always had, was really good intentions for having storage and good tools and good equipment, but getting like a D- in the execution because I just didn't have the space. But my goal here is to kind of correct all that and make the best out of the space that I can. But anyway, that's all I got. Next video, we'll talk about the wood shop, I guess. Till then.